All right, let's get the show on the road. I got my mic set up now, right? Okay. No more crazy mic issues, or shouldn't be any crazy mic issues. I'm gonna do a short stream here, then I'm gonna get some dinner, then I'll have a longer stream afterwards. All right, so we are level 78. I've made significant changes overall to all of my skills. I decided to go a much different route after reading a lot of the different skills, which ultimately led me away from using upheaval in a serious manner to basically do damage into using Warcry for Berserk. And I also put it on my companion just to see how well it works, but I'll probably end up taking that point out. But we'll see what happens. We'll see. And then my upheaval, I'm probably just going to use upheaval to apply frailty. God, it's so much easier with a keyboard and mouse. Yeah, I'll probably use my upheaval to apply frailty. I might take a little bit of the range out just to get 3 points on here. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know yet. I don't know. It's so hard to decide when you not quite sure. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and hey, what's up? Hey. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna grind out some of this. Some of these monoliths, try to clear the monoliths so we can start building corruption, I guess. That's the key. That's what we need to do. We're almost done here. So I'll probably do one more of these, then I'll start doing the look for anything that's cool that I can do. What's this? Oh, alright, glyphs. Let's go ahead and do this one over here. This one looks fun. $17. I like the waves. This is probably my favorite type to do just because it's so easy. Everything just kind of piles in on top of you. I wish they always had an XP shrine. Let's see, XP. I will say that it is probably one of the lamest pulls I've ever seen, and like this pull from Warcry is terrible. I don't know why they even added a pull to it. Just it's fine, I guess, but it's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's crazy, though. Berserk is really good. Like, as soon as I swapped some stuff around, I just started reading things a little bit closer. Some of my other skills. And as soon as I swapped some stuff around, I felt like a big difference in overall how I felt about the build. I think I just kind of wanted something to work that wasn't working. I mean, it was working, but it wasn't working well. And I think this is a much better setup. I just want XP. It's like I get no XP shrines. This guy's just slowly coming my way. And then I'll probably play some Diablo tonight. That's probably what I'll work on after dinner. But definitely tomorrow and the next day I'll just be playing Diablo. Let's see. What was I doing here? Yeah, I was going for threshold, and I think I'm going to go ahead and put that last point. So we're just kind of buffing up our endurance threshold. And then I'm not really too sure what I want to do here. Not really too sure at all. Maybe reduce the mana cost. I'm honestly not sure. Just increase the damage. I definitely don't want to go this direction again. I kind of just like having this. I'll figure it out. I don't know yet. With axe, with mace. I'm not sure yet. We'll figure it out later.
Yes. Take care.
Okay, on to the next one. Okay, let's just do the questing. We'll finish up 85 and we'll move on. I also got to complete all of the level 75 dungeons. I've only done one so far. I'd like to go ahead and unlock the other two. That guy's this bad boys. Etera's grace be with you. Yeah, I definitely like this berserking. I wish the pull that after you sacrifice the stun, I wish the pull from Warcry was just a little bit better. I wish it really just kind of pulled enemies in. Well, we definitely have a lot more sustain on a Werebear now. I did like the stun on Warcry, though. I'm not going to lie. I do kind of miss having that interrupt, because it was really useful. So now I really have to kind of pay attention to every single boss mechanic. But that's okay. Oh my gosh, here we go. What's going on? I'm stuck. I have to exit bear form. I'm trying to make sure I pick up as much resistances as I can, like damage reduction, everything that I can get off of my passives, before I kind of go back and pick up anything that can improve my damage overall. Like, there are certain things I will just pick up regardless, just because of the massive amount of damage that they offer. Like, if there's anything that's really significant, I'll pick it up. Oh. I gotta plug my phone in too. Give me just a second, guys. Ugh. I will say, the overall, like, it does feel clunky sometimes, man. I don't know how what issue this has with the kind of getting stuck running in place, but it is a bit annoying. Oh, sorry guys. Okay. Well, don't be lagging now. I love how fast that attack is. Why has he only got 10 HP, 10% HP? Why did he only have 10% HP? That's weird. Okay. Hey, what's up, Harry? How you doing, brother? I'm letting you... No. I adjusted some things, so I went around, I looked through my stuff, I kind of I think I wanted something to work that just wasn't really working as well as I wanted it to. So I changed some stuff around. Specifically, like a lot of my attack abilities, kind of proccing, upheaval, things like that. And I basically geared it more towards just a basic attack, you know, using just your primary attack ability, swipe. And it's been a lot better since then. So, plus I also decided to drop the leap and go for berserk on Warcry. So, it's been a heck of a lot better now. Now I just need to figure out what I want to do with these last 2 points. Unfortunately, I don't know if there's a whole lot that I can use this for. This sounds nice, but I don't have the points to invest in haste. I have enough, like, frenzy haste, stuff like that. I think frailty might be nice, but I don't know if I can get there. what I do with these 2 points. Maybe just a bigger area effect. What's this? I can't get that. That won't actually help me anymore. Well, this might be good. Like cleansing negative ailments. Oh, actually, this... This actually might be useful. I might go 1 point and then 1 point here. Yeah, I've done dungeons. I've done 175 dungeon, and I've done the... I'll go do one right now, actually. So I've been meaning to. I've done 175 dungeon. I kind of don't... I hate this soul... Well, not the Soulfire one, but this one, where you have to constantly swap between 2 different areas. It's a bit annoying. But I've done 175 one, 165 one. I've just been trying to clear a lot of the I've just been trying to clear a lot of the stuff so I can like unlock everything and start getting corruption. So I can get more XP, man. I'm trying to get more XP. By the way, this is going to be a shorter stream for right now, just because I'm going to eat dinner in a little while. But then I will be back on to do a longer stream after that. So I'll probably be on here for about an hour and a half, maybe. And then I'll be back on later. Like right after I eat dinner. I'm still kind of reading all my items a little bit, just because I really don't want to make a loot filter. It just seems like such a task. So I'll go do... I think I'll go do this, the Temporal Sanctum dungeon real quick. We'll go ahead and do that. Well, let me finish up this, unlock this, and then we'll go do that. Because I wanted to finish the 85 first, and then I'll do the dungeon. Just so I don't get sidetracked and forget. Okay. I have like so much... I have so much HP regen off of these, off of the Maelstrom and everything now. It's kind of ridiculous. I'm just kind of sitting here attacking these 2 things. Yeah, ever since I changed to Berserk, man, it's been just crazy. Like, I just kill stuff. I can just tank stuff so much better. What's that? Oh, you can download them? Yeah, see, I didn't know that. I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to learn everything organically. I'm not trying to learn, like, anything from, like, a guide. But honestly, I feel like they've added so much stuff since the beginning of this game that it's almost like you have to have a guide now.
Yes.
That's what I don't like about getting into games after they've already been out for quite some time. That's actually a pretty good helmet. I'll hold on to that helmet. This ain't too bad. I mean, I don't really need this either, to be honest. Just keep getting HP, HP, HP. Face the Emperor of Corpses. Hello, Emperor of Corpses. See, I never know when these attacks are going to be like a big attack. I will tell you this, man. I love their system for endurance, bro. The endurance system is so good. It's built-in damage reduction while injured. Like, that's what this is from Diablo. Like, damage reduction while injured. I love that. I love the system. I really hope they incorporate something like this in the future. Because... what the heck? Was he hitting me with his toxic breath deal? He's most likely hitting me. Okay. I'm so slow. How is that hitting me? I can't get out of that fast enough. I'll use my Werebear run. That sometimes gets stuck in place. There we go. Yeah, I have to look at the in-game guide more. I honestly haven't spent a ton of time looking at the in-game guide, so I'll have to spend more time reading it. Just to get a little better handle on everything. I'm more or less just trying to feel like I was like wanting to level up faster. I was getting really annoyed like at how slow the leveling process was, but it's probably just because, again, I'm spoiled from playing Diablo and all of the XP that you get there. It's like getting to 100 is not something that's a big deal. But I guess getting to 100 in this game is a little bit more important. Now there's pools of damage. I gotta get more crit too, bro. See, I didn't want to go that way. I did not want to go that way. I wanted to go the other way. Why am I not healing? Oh my god, I died, yo. Why am I not healing? Well, there went my hardcore character. Ugh, I guess it wasn't that bad. Well, there it is. Why wasn't I healing? I like kept using potions over and over again. I'm pretty certain I used like multiple potions and none of them were healing my character. Is there like is there like a heal debuff that boss applies to you? Like, this is annoying. Like, that AoE is trying to get to the end. Like, I definitely need more movement speed. Like, how is that hitting me? You see how his breath hits me and I'm like, inside of the boss, basically? I might as well just stay here, because running out just seems... I don't know why my potions weren't, like, healing me. I've used, like, several potions in a row, and nothing was healing me. Oh, my resistances are capped, bro. That's the thing, it's like, my resistances are capped. They're overcapped. Like, how is he hitting me right there? I felt like the hitbox is just a bit off. I picked up like 4 potions in a row and none of them healed me. I need more movement speed, definitely. It's like just trying to find movement speed, though, on a gear that's not going to take away too much. I can't honestly see a lot of the stuff that's on the screen either. How much you want to bet I don't even come close to dying here? Oh yeah, I can add more movement speed. I honestly didn't think this boss was going to have that much... actually require that much movement speed. Okay, this is what I'm talking... Like, what happened? That's so weird. Okay, come on now. What happened in the last one, bro? That's crazy. How did I die to that? I have all the resistance. Actually, I'll just go ahead and grab this. This is really good. All resist is so good. I have all the resistances I need, but this is going to make it where adding gear. How in the world did I die? That's kind of puzzling. Oh well. I'll just have to restart, but I'll continue on just because I need to learn the game anyway. I don't know a thing about the game. I'm actually pretty happy with how far I made it before my character died. It is a little puzzling as to how I died, though. Yeah, it must have been. But I used my potion. I picked up like 4 potions, bro, and I used them over and over and over again, and my health did not move. So I don't know why exactly I wasn't getting any HP off of my potions. Anyway, let's go to the dungeon real quick. I actually, now that I don't have to worry about dying again, I'm just going to go to the dungeon and test it out. Where's that first dungeon that I haven't done yet? Well, I've done it, but I haven't done the second one. Is it the Soulfire? No, it's not the Soulfire. Where's that dungeon at, bro? Ah, there it is. There we go. Continue using what? Your character? Or do you mean like continue using your character? Yeah, on here, dude, hardcore on here is not really hardcore. Well, it's hardcore, but you know, you don't really lose your character. So Diablo 4 hardcore is far more punishing, bro. Where's my oh, it's on hardcore. All my keys are on hardcore. So all my items are with me, but all my items for hardcore are back on the hardcore server. So now I have to get more keys. Yeah, hardcore on here is super forgiving. That's why it doesn't really bother me to die. Like, I was actually just doing it to see how far I could get in hardcore before I actually died, but... Yeah, I know. I've done that a couple times. Although, I still don't feel like the items I'm getting are that big of a deal. A lot of times I feel like the items... But it's probably just because I'm not familiar enough with the crafting system yet. So I have to look and read through some of the explanations for the crafting system. Let's see, this is 90, 80. I got really bad, whatever these stones are that you get for completing these two. I got bad ones all the way up. So hopefully in my next hardcore character, I'll have better luck in terms of getting like the better stones and stuff, the better buffs. Man, that's kind of disappointing. I don't know what was causing me not to heal. That's kind of frustrating. I hope I don't have that issue again. I was really hoping to do some of the dungeons. But yeah, like I said, I think the biggest part is just, man, the leveling is just so slow. It's so slow. See, for me, I've never really been much about, like, items and stuff. I like the combat. And I like getting to level 100 so I can just kind of make my character the way I want to. I hate when games make, like, the leveling process really slow. Yeah, no problem, brother. Yeah, I definitely think I missed that stun. Although, I think if I put, like, chance to stun on my build through, like, my Maelstrom, it would probably do really well. I need to check it out to see if I like it. I'll definitely level my next hardcore character a lot faster just because I know what I'm actually looking for. And, like, the build that I'm actually going for. I just hate the fact that you have to do the campaign all over again. I don't like the campaign. And you kind of have to just to get all your points for your character. There we go. Lightless Harbor. I wonder if increasing the pushback, the knockback, will actually increase the pool. Because if it does, that'd be... I'll probably put some points into that. Well, I don't think I'll have enough points to do that, actually. Pick up this chest. Yeah, definitely such a difference swapping into Berserk. Really changes how the game feels. I think I might end up changing a lot of the stuff that I do for my next setup to try this basic attack build. I guess we are no longer hardcore. Yeah, I definitely want to try out to see if this Maelstrom will really help the stacks of stun on there. I think it might be really useful if I did something like that. Grants you increased chance to stun enemies. Could probably take like this point and maybe stuff from here. I could probably take these. I could probably take... I could probably take like all 5 of these points instead of going for damage. Put it one here just to give me extra HP. And then put all of these into increased chance to stun. But what is it like? Is it... I don't know. That sounds weird. Okay, that actually might be pretty useful. Let me see real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and do that just so that way when I do rebuild this character on my doing hardcore again, I'll just have to remember that boss. Like, I don't know. I'll have to remember not to. I stand on his belly when he blows fire away from me. I don't know. I don't feel like that's my fault there. I feel like that's more or less just poor hitbox design. Which happens. I'm not even frustrated about that. Let me try this out. So you can get 60%. Oh, nothing. I was just I was thinking about, so on my next, since I died, I'm gonna probably... I took these 5 points out of Eye of the Storm just to take the... I don't know if I want damage on Maelstrom. I kind of don't know if I just want to use it for like buffing my character. So what I'm gonna do on my next, because I'm gonna remake this character, obviously I'll keep this one just to kind of continue to learn the game on softcore. But I'll actively level my hardcore and stream with my hardcore character when I do Last Epoch streams. But I'm going to take the points out of the damage here. Probably go put the point back into healing winds so I get that extra heal per second off of my stacks of Maelstrom. And then I'm probably going to max out this global increase to stun chance. So that way maybe I can alleviate some of the stun that I need after using Shallow Breath to cool down Warcry faster. So that's probably what I'm going to do. And then I'm still not sure what I want to do with this. I might not even use Upheaval, to be honest. Just because I have other ways of acquiring Frenzy. But I do like how easy it is to get Frenzy with this. No. Actually, I don't get Frenzy with this. Never mind. I could probably just take this off completely. I don't even know. I don't know. This isn't too bad. This part isn't too bad. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure if I want to keep Upheaval. I might remove Upheaval and use something different. Maybe like another pet or one of these abilities here. Maybe... I'll have to figure it out. Yeah, I know. I didn't want to go lightning, though. But it feels like the game is just pushing me in that direction. I didn't want to go lightning. Even though it's like pretty obvious, you go lightning here. I've gotten so many things to give me lightning damage. I think I got rid of a lot of stuff, and I still have a bunch of stuff that's like, go lightning, go light. It's like the game is actively pushing me in that direction, and I'm not necessarily fond of that. I kind of wanted to go my own way, but... I want to see what this scorpion feels like, to have a scorpion on my bar instead of a... instead of the bear.
Yes.
I'm just gonna get rid of this stuff. What did I just sell? Make sure I didn't sell a key or something. Oh, there we go. I got keys now. I'm not a... We'll do the Soulfire. No, did I do Soulfire? We'll do Lightless Arbor. I'll break those down. Yeah, I got a quiver.
Take care.
Yeah, I kind of read that and I was like... I read that and I was like, oh my god, that sounds terrible. Just because of how your Maelstrom actually functions. It's like you have to go to 0, and it doesn't really make much sense that you'd have to basically use the one that gives you double. A lot of the nodes feel really underwhelming, to be honest. Actually, this isn't that bad. I'm not gonna... Let's go to the Lightless Arbor. I'm not a big fan of... I didn't like the Lightless Arbor. All the poison damage. Let's go. No, that's the... It's over here. There we go. I just don't have enough shatter glyphs. So 88. We'll try it out. I don't really have anything to lose now. Now that I met an untimely demise there, and I definitely am going to say that it wasn't my fault that happened. I don't really have anything to lose, so I can go ahead and try this out. I also feel like I need to, yeah, I just don't really like run around to the vendors to get more. Like, if something, I don't like to do anything that feels like a chore. I usually just kind of pick them up as I go back to the vendor, and then only shatter things that I feel like I can use. But I definitely feel like I need some, like, damage reduction from damage over time effects. I feel like those are pretty powerful. So I might want to get, like, a decent roll of that on my gear. These guys are pretty strong when they do that little pound. Oh, that's what I wanted to do with the upheaval. I wanted to cleanse the elements on my character. That would have actually probably saved me. I'm thinking what happened in that boss fight is obviously the random hitboxes. But I think maybe I had a damage over time effect or something that wasn't showing up on my character. That was causing me to not heal off of my potion use. And I was actually going to go down to the... where is it? Is it on this one that has removing status elements? I know one of these has it. No, it's this one. So I wanted to pick this up, so like it would cleanse whatever's on my character. But I obviously I'll probably pick that up sooner rather than later when I remake this character. Yo, have you seen the action RPG space is in a blaze right now? People are like, plus like the reaction to Dragon Dogma 2, people are flying out at like everything has gone off the rails. I was watching Rax make his video, kind of like how he feels, and things have just gotten kind of crazy. People are really in a kind of a strange place with gaming. It feels so weird. I think he used a word that I found to be very appropriate, like tribalism, which I never thought that people would get that way about games. But action RPGs especially, I feel like there's like a ton of tribalism, and people are like adamant that if you play a certain game, they're mad at you, but if you don't play the game that they like, it somehow speaks to your character. It's been like it's super strange, bro. Yeah, that's what I don't understand. Like, you think people would be happy. Like, you think people would be super excited about it. Like, all the good games that are coming out. Like, this is a great year for action RPGs. You got PoE 2 beta on the way later at the end of this year. Looks like Diablo 4 is going to be getting a lot better, a lot sooner. And then you also have, like, the expansion coming for that. And I don't know, man. It just feels super strange. And there's also, like, even on X, like I was posting out on X, and people make rando posts about D4, and some of the things they say are just the craziest things I've ever heard. I've never, it's almost like the level at which they kind of give a pass to other games on things that they would not give a pass to for D4 is pretty crazy. Like, it's pretty crazy. And it's almost like they and it's not everybody. I feel like a lot of these content creators are getting caught up in the kind of the dust up after the campfire chat, which is interesting to me because the campfire chat said a lot of things that sounded really good, but they haven't delivered on it yet. And I love D4 and I want the game to be great, but I feel like people are getting ahead of themselves already. And it's like, you have to wait until we actually get to the PTR. And then furthermore, you have to wait until they actually release the season. Because because I feel like we're kind of doing this all over again, where people are getting like overhyped about the game. And I want people to be excited about it, absolutely. Because like I said, I love Diablo 4. I think it's a great game. Fun for me. I've enjoyed it since launch, even though a lot of people haven't. But a lot of people have. And I feel like I just don't want people to get there ahead of themselves. It's like there's still plenty of opportunity for there to be improvements, but also for there to be mistakes. Like, they have yet to put a patch out that doesn't have to be patched and patched again. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I expect that to happen with a big patch, but like, I'm talking about the midwinter event, bro. Like, the midwinter event, which was absolutely atrocious. And I'm surprised no one made, like, of all the I Hate Diablo videos, the fact that no one made a video about the midwinter event was probably one of the biggest, like, if I had an I Hate Diablo channel or I Hate Blizzard channel, bro, I would have made at least 7 videos on the midwinter event from last season. And, yeah, I just feel like people are doing it too much. Like, they're doing it in both ways, though. Like, they're jumping ahead of themselves to chastise the game. Then they're jumping ahead of themselves to celebrate the game. And it's like, just slow down. Like, can we just relax? Like, can we have, like, a nuanced opinion here? Does it have to be black and white? Does it have to be this crazed, like, fanatical belief that Diablo is the worst game on the internet, even though it's pretty dang good? Or, you know, does it have to be like an all-in, like Diablo's great? Which, by the way, I think the one thing that I get annoyed the most is this idea that there's some kind of Blizzard fanboy out there that exists that just excuses Blizzard. Because the last time I checked, if anybody was to post anything positive about Blizzard, they would get lambasted, bro. Like, people would be up in arms immediately. They would get so many downvotes, it's not even funny. I haven't seen a single person, even in my small channel, which most people feel pretty safe to express their opinions to smaller creators because they know bigger creators have a larger audience, and the chance for them to get, you know, kind of pilloried by everyone in the comments section is a lot higher. Like, no one is defending anything Blizzard does. Like, no one... It's so strange. It's almost like the people who hate Blizzard and hate Diablo with a passion. It's not really Diablo. It's more or less just Blizzard. Which, by the way, that company as a whole doesn't exist anymore. So it's like I still don't understand why people haven't put their torches down. I'm probably going to make my own video on it, even though I don't really care to, like, do a reaction video. So I'm definitely not going to do that. But I'll probably watch a few videos, formulate like an opinion on it, and then just kind of go from there. But it's just crazy. Like, it's like they've created this kind of character that doesn't exist. This person who... Rob doesn't really excuse anything, though. Rob calls out things all the time. Like, Rob always says, like, this is silly, this isn't good, this is bad. Like, this didn't meet the mark, I don't like this, or I don't like that. Even though I don't necessarily agree sometimes. Well, I didn't agree with some of the things, like, you know, using snapshots and stuff, or asking for the game to be buffed out of control. But that's all preference, man. That stuff doesn't bother me too much. Like, people have different preferences of what they think would be good or bad. And, but I don't think he ever really just completely excuses, at least not from the things I've seen. I've seen him be pretty critical over some of the things in the game. He just doesn't dwell on it. He doesn't, like, spend every waking moment talking about how terrible something is. Which, honestly, bro, I don't think is necessary. Like, I don't know why people want, like, this overly dramatic reaction to a video game. It's just a video game. And that's not to, like, you know, I'm not trying to dismiss or diminish anybody's opinions. I think it's really good that you can share your opinions. And you see me all the time in my comment section. You know, good or bad, I don't care what the comment is. I always, you know, heart it, and I always reply. I try to reply with something. Like, even if it's just to let people know, like, I read your comment, even if it wasn't necessarily a positive comment. You know, I just feel like it gets out of control sometimes. Like, I like to hear people getting harassed like crazy, like in Rax's video, right? He's talking about playing Diablo, and the comment sections, the chat in Twitch was just full of just people, like, constantly with negativity. And there have been several creators that I myself have seen post videos out, small creators who are like, they reviewed the game positively, and then they were just completely raked over the coals by people in their comments section. And I'm not saying you can't do that. It's the internet. If you decide to be a part of the internet, obviously you're gonna get what happens. You know, people are pretty crazy sometimes. Lord knows I've gotten my fair share of really crazy comments, even as a brand newer-ish creator. But I just think the level at which it's gotten to with Diablo is been pretty insane, man. Like, just... It's been pretty excessive. Like, people have really went over the edge in certain circumstances, in my opinion. I think I'm gonna die here. But I don't know. I just hope that it gets better. Yeah, Rax is the blue hoodie guy. I just hope it gets better. I hope people kind of calm down and, like, realize it's not that big of a deal. Like, even the Dragon's Dogma 2, that game has had, you know, other issues, but the microtransactions in that game, like, that's the new thing to hate. And people are, like, really going in on that game. And I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I personally don't like microtransactions and everything. But I will say, like, I was back in the day, like I remember when games were sub-based, right? When you had to pay a subscription to play like an MMO. Now, granted, I grew up really poor. I didn't have a computer. The first gaming I ever got to do was on a console. That was Atari, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, things like that. I didn't get a computer. I'm not a good, I'm not good with a keyboard and mouse. That's why I do everything with a controller. And but I always wanted to play WoW. And a lot of the problems that people had with WoW after a while was the subscription. Oh, it's so expensive. Paying $15 a month, paying any kind of money every month. I can't do that. It's not feasible. It's way too expensive for me. And then suddenly, and I'm not saying this was something that happened because of WoW. I'm just saying it's something that happened because, well, people were asking for it. Free-to-play games started popping up everywhere. And people would literally, and they're the most popular games now. And people would literally, not only would they play free-to-play games, but they would spend countless more dollars in a free-to-play game than they would in a sub-based game. And these free-to-play games, bro, would be broken. They would be a hot, buggy, broken mess. And people would spend thousands of dollars in hot, broken, buggy mess games, all because they were free-to-play. And that free-to-play model has extended into what it is now with gaming, where now everything is kind of free-to-play in a way, or like in this case, you pay a one-time, fee to play the game, but then they have expansions you also pay for, but it's live service, so they keep updating it, so they have to have microtransactions to continue providing content. But, like, everything's like that now, and I just don't like... I mean, it's fine. Like, spend money, it's perfectly fine. I don't see a way back from that. And I don't think that, angry people on the internet are going to change that. And I don't think harassing streamers or content creators or people who like a game that you don't like is actually going to persuade people not to play games, I think it's appropriate to ask companies that require you to pay a fee for a game to release a game that is a complete game. I do agree with that. Unfortunately, though, that's just not the case for things nowadays because everything's always online. And because companies know that they can kind of release a product that's not necessarily perfectly, done, they know they can come back and patch it later. And most of the time, people are not going to, go the extra step to refund anything. I just say, like, as long as it's not game breaking, as long as it's not game breaking. Like, you remember the, what's that game that recently launched and then was pulled off of Steam last, the day before the last or something like that? That was like a survival horror game that literally didn't work. Like, that stuff, I mean, that stuff's inexcusable. I'm glad that everything around that happened where, like, people got refunded and stuff, but I don't know. I just think it's kind of a bit crazy. And what's even crazier in my opinion, and I'm not trying to be mean to anybody, but what's crazier to me is that the average audience for these content creators, like the average age for these content creators, their audience is like 25 to 35. So you have like grown men and again, I know this might sound like I'm going to be a little bit, I am kind of poking here, but you got grown men in the comment section of people's videos saying some of the most outlandish, crazy things, acting in ways that are completely, outlandish and crazy, harassing people because they like a game. It's weird. Like, that's weird. Now, granted, again, I'll gladly sign up for it. I'm fine with weird. I'm petty. I like to get down in the dirt sometimes too. But it is just weird, I think it just, I don't know. I don't think there's any coming back from. Everything has microtransactions now. This game has microtransactions. It's crazy because like PoE has a ton of microtransactions. It's how they sustain the game. People love PoE. People have spent tens of thousands of dollars on PoE. PoE doesn't cap your spending. You know what I'm saying? It's not like PoE says, okay, after you spent $70 this year, you can't spend any more money on PoE. And then people are like, oh, but it's free to play. Yeah, it's free to play, sure. But you spend more money on that game than you spend on a fully purchasable game. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm thinking that's perfectly fine. I think it's perfectly fine. Especially if you really like something. Like, if you like it, play it. But, I don't know, man. That gets a little excessive. It's a little crazy. And I will say too, though, that it does.
Yes.
I know a lot of content creators want to kind of like move away, like act like part of this isn't necessarily their fault, but it kind of is. Like some of the videos that you'll see out there, even from people who are a lot more, like if you were to sit down and actually have a discussion with them, their overall opinion would be pretty mild and overall, you know, nuanced. Their videos, even if they're joking, which not everybody understands when people are joking, but their videos can be pretty hyperbolic. Like they can use some pretty heavy language in their videos to describe different games, and you know, their viewers do take that to heart sometimes. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, like I said, everything, like as a grown person, you are responsible for your own actions. But also, as a person who has a larger platform, which is not me, I'm talking about other creators, even myself though, as a person who one day hopes to have a larger platform, hopes to enjoy games with many, many people in the future. I think that people should probably, unless they're making like a very obvious satirical video, I think that it would be more appropriate if people would use a lot more, I guess, measure in terms of their language before they actually speak about something, because it does tend to create a very, and I'm going to use a word I really don't like. I think it's a really annoying word. It does tend to create a very toxic environment, and a lot of the opinions I hear coming out of people, I've heard those exact opinions coming from the content creators of the videos that they actually watch. Like verbatim. Like the exact sentences that they say. Exactly, man. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. If you, it is your choice. Like, if you love a game and you truly want to support the game, like in my opinion, listen, I've played mobile games before. I played the Voldemort of the Diablo series, Diablo Immortal. You think I was mad at people who spent a bunch of money in that game? No, they made it where I could play the game for barely anything. Like they made it where I could play the game for free. I'm okay with that. Like, I'm not going to be bothered by it. I know what I'm signing up for. Like, if there's not just cosmetics, like, if there's clear pay to win in a game, I already know what I'm signing up for. I'm not saying that it's I'm not saying I'm happy that this is a thing that exists, but I'm definitely not innocent. I definitely partake in it. And I also don't admonish people for, you know, partaking in it to whatever degree they so choose to. Now, obviously, I would always hope that people are financially responsible and not, you know, go bankrupt playing a video game. Which, honestly, I know we hear horror stories all the time, but that's not really the majority of people who are playing, like, pay-to-win games. There are the cases where people are being, you know, some kid probably got a hold of his parents' credit card, or, you know, somebody is kind of addicted. That does happen, and it is unfortunate. But that's not the majority. The majority of people who are the whales in the game, they have they probably are pretty financially stable individuals with quite a hefty amount of money coming in every week. And spending that type of money for them is like spending $1 for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, I'm not saying it doesn't take it. I'm not saying it doesn't take it overboard. I absolutely agree with you. It definitely is the absolute worst case scenario in terms of pay to win. What I'm saying is that if you choose to sign up for that, like say you enjoy Genshin Impact, or you like Honkai Star Rail, or you like Diablo Immortal, or you like any other mobile game, right? You know what you're getting into. I'm not saying it's a good thing. Not saying it's good at all. If it was up to me, sure, it wouldn't even be a thing. I wish there would be. I would love to go back to the days of sub-based games. I would love to just pay a subscription to a game. Like for instance, tomorrow, if you told me that Diablo 4 had a subscription, and I could pay a monthly subscription to Diablo 4, and they wouldn't have a cash shop, and they would put all those cool cosmetics inside of the game, and they would literally have nothing that you could pay for outside of that subscription. No battle pass, none of that extra junk. Bro, I would do it. I would take that any day. But the problem is like people have convinced, like people a long time ago convinced themselves that the subscription model was just obsolete to the free-to-play model. And then now we have free-to-play games where people will literally spend tens of thousands of dollars on. And then they'll just say, oh, well, it's free-to-play. It's like, yeah, but bro, you just spent $1,000 like on skins. But it's free. It's like, yeah, but I mean, you know, you would have never spent that kind of money before. Just because something says that it's free to play doesn't necessarily excuse the practice. But then again, hey, it's free to play, right? You don't have to engage in it. Oh no, I don't carry. How about this? Why don't you make? Because I don't know, my wife is finishing up dinner. No, I'm not on a hardcore. Remember, I died. Not my fault, but I died. I'm not taking responsibility for that one. But my wife is making dinner. How about we both do hardcore together? I'll go ahead and make a character. I'll log off of this character. How do I log off? I'm so bad at this. And we can do... You can make a hardcore character. I'll make a hardcore character. And we'll do this. We'll do this together. I'm going to go for the same setup. We're going Primalist. What are we going to call this guy? What are we going to call this Joker? We'll go... My current hardcore character in Diablo. Can I change the O? I didn't choose Legacy. I chose Cycle, didn't I? I thought I chose Cycle. No, Jesus. Stop. No, don't. We're experiencing technical difficulties. I don't know. At the end of the day, bro, I always just come from the camp where I'm like, you know, play what you want to play, enjoy what you want to enjoy. You know, I'm not it is unfortunate, in my opinion, that things have gotten so far out of control with the cash shops and stuff. I'm not innocent. I partake in it just like everyone else, generally speaking. If I had a choice, I would love to go back to a sub-based game where we just paid a subscription and we got everything, you know, for the game. But I just don't think that's ever going to happen. And I think people just got to tone it down. I mean, they don't have to. It probably won't, honestly, but... So we're hardcore, and that's it. I like that they have solo account and solo character, but honestly, This isn't really fun. How do I add you? We'll skip this. Go to social, add. Let's see. What's your username, bro? Oh. Oh, there we go. Bang. Let's go. All right. So are we able to... You have a new... Where are you at? Can I, like, teleport to you? Oh, bro, we're twins. Let's get it. This is going to be a lot of fun, man. Because honestly, I really don't like... that's a big reason why I didn't play Last Epoch at the beginning. Just because I didn't really like the fact that it was having such a difficult time, you know, getting online. And I really wanted to play it online. It's like after I played, after I started playing with people in Season 3 with Diablo, I don't know, man. It's just been a lot more fun doing that stuff than playing solo self-found. I don't even know why streamers play solo self-found. Granted, I'm trying to be one, but I would just rather play with viewers, man. It's so much more fun to actually play with people. I wish they had a little bit more character customization. Gathering Storm. I will say I love the companions, like I said at the beginning. I love the companions in this, man. The companions are so much better than in Diablo. I really do wish that they would, you know, like they're making a lot of great changes into Season 4. I'm very, very happy with a lot of the changes I see. But I definitely wish they would go through the skill tree and the Paragon board and really just do a lot of work with that stuff. Like, just some fundamental changes as to how those skill passives and how a lot of those legendary nodes actually affect your character. Like, there's just so much opportunity there that's just untapped. My man just had, like, Tourette's right there. Oh, you going this way? Let's go up here. I think tomorrow I'll probably do a lot of work on the gauntlet for D4. I'm gonna do some stuff off stream too. These little totems are pretty good at the beginning. I also have to do some more. Man, I will say I hope they never, ever, ever have a season like Season 3 again. Like, never gate anything like a season mechanic behind RNG with... Like, I really do like the Malphus boss overall, but oh, I do not like farming that boss.
Well done. We're almost there. I'll see you ahead.
Going into the keep. So we'll start when we get something we actually want to use. We'll just keep getting specialized. We'll just keep getting points until we get something that we're going to use. I'm just chilling in town, brother. I'm gonna come to you. That way I don't want to... I think maybe you end up coming to me. Whoa, did it reset you all the way back here, bro? What? You didn't die. That's weird. It resets you all the way back here? Yeah. Let me see. I don't know. Yeah, I can. Oh, I think I gotta bring a portal up, don't I? Or can you port to me? Okay, cool. Good.
If you're looking to buy from the Merchants Guild, before I go, I have an offer for you. There's something familiar about
What's best, the Merchants Guild or the Observatory? I feel like the Observatory seems like something from for the late game, and then like the Merchants Guild's probably better early game.
Impossible. That speaking sounds like the keepers have done well. This place isn't too different from home. Impossible.
And I got rid of all my weapons. I got rid of all my weapons too. Although I think I still have some things that are that I can use. Yeah, there we go. All right, I got me some stuff.
Ah, you. Let me get it.
Yeah, that's what I went. I'm just gonna join it.
Wait, what? You must be familiar with the science of fortune telling as well. Then you will not be surprised when I formally invite you to join.
Impossible.
Grail was just telling one of the but you could make do the Grail was one but not much, I'm afraid. We'll discuss it after our alliance.
I don't know, bro. I'm just super excited. I feel like we have so much stuff. I feel like there's going to be so much fun. Like season 4 for Diablo is going to be fun. The new cycle for this, like the update for this game is going to be great. POT was going to be great. I'm looking forward to some like really good survival horror games coming out. Like there's just so much stuff on the horizon. It's crazy that we're getting caught up in like this super negative, like tribalistic kind of behavior for video games. Like people should enjoy the man. It's games, man. You should have fun. Like can't wait to get swiped. Thank you. Okay. Give me just a second. I'm just putting on swipe over my trigger. There we go. Now we're working. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still a little salty about that boss killing me because it wasn't a hard boss, but it's okay. Because next time, it's not gonna happen like that. I'm going into the fortress. Let's go ahead and go for some strength. I think having that cleanse is going to be really the best thing, honestly. I'm definitely going to invest in that cleanse early on. Harry! No! 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 What happened, bro? Redo, get back here. Teleport to me. That's what happens when my son comes in here. My son likes to come in here and take his arm and just shove it up under my shirt, like all the way to the shoulder. He just takes his arm and just shoves it all the way up under my shirt to the shoulder, and it just throws me off so bad. I don't know why he does it. He just does it. Oh, you ready? Okay. Well, anyway, I'm going to hop off here for a little while to eat some dinner, but I'm going to be back on. So that'll give you some time to get right to this point, and then we'll proceed with our duos after that. So I'm going to go eat. I will see you back. Probably give me about like an hour if you're still up, okay? Alrighty. If I don't see you, hope you're having a great day or a great night, depending on where you're from, and peace out.